What if I told you the most powerful empire in history didn't fall because of one enemy, but because it slowly destroyed itself? For over 1,000 years, Rome ruled the ancient world. They had unmatched armies, advanced engineering, and absolute power. Yet in 476 AD, it all came crashing down. So what really killed the Roman Empire? Let's uncover the real reasons, because the warning signs still exist today. Rome didn't fall all at once. It rotted from the inside. Let's start with political chaos and corruption. Emperors were assassinated, overthrown, or replaced constantly. Picture this: in just 50 years, Rome had over 20 emperors, and most of them met violent ends. Bribes decided who would lead. Loyalty was something you bought, not something you earned. Government officials became obsessed with their own personal wealth instead of saving the empire. When leadership collapses, stability follows. Imagine the chaos, the constant fear and uncertainty. The very foundation of Roman society was crumbling. No one knew who to trust, and the people in charge were only looking out for themselves. It was a slow-motion train wreck, and the engine was pure, unchecked greed. Now, let's talk about the money, or the lack of it. Rome's economy was bleeding out. To fund endless wars and the ridiculously luxurious lifestyles of the elite, emperors raised taxes to brutal, suffocating levels. Farmers couldn't afford to keep their land, so they abandoned it. Trade routes that once buzzed with activity slowed to a crawl. To make matters worse, the government started mixing gold coins with cheap metals, which caused massive inflation. Suddenly, the money in people's hands was worth less and less. People lost trust in the currency itself. An empire simply cannot survive when its people can't survive. The economic engine had stalled, and the empire was running on fumes. Rome's military, the legendary force that built the empire, also began to decline. The empire became too large to defend. Its borders stretched for thousands of miles, a logistical nightmare. Roman soldiers were exhausted, stretched thin, and fighting constant battles. Eventually, Rome started hiring foreign mercenaries to fill the ranks. These soldiers fought for pay, not for loyalty to Rome. The army that once conquered the world no longer believed in the idea of Rome, and power fades when belief disappears. The very shield of the empire had become its vulnerability. An army fighting for a paycheck will never be as strong as an army fighting for a home. With the military weakened, it was only a matter of time before Rome's enemies started knocking at the door and then breaking it down. Barbarian invasions became more frequent and more devastating. Goths, Vandals, and Huns crossed the weakened borders, not just to raid, but to stay. In 410 AD, the unthinkable happened. The city of Rome itself was sacked. This sent shockwaves across the ancient world. For centuries, Rome was considered untouchable. By 476 AD, the last Roman emperor in the West was unceremoniously removed from power. The Western Roman Empire was officially gone. The walls had finally been breached, not just by invaders, but by Rome's own internal decay. But maybe the deepest reason for the fall was a loss of Roman values, discipline, sacrifice, and a sense of unity once defined Roman society. But over time, citizens became complacent. They started relying on free grain and public entertainment, the famous bread and circuses, to keep them happy. The sense of public duty, of civic pride, just faded away. When people stop caring about their civilization, when they stop participating and believing in its future, it doesn't last. The spirit of Rome died long before the last emperor was dethroned. So, the real reason Rome fell wasn't one single battle or one great enemy. It was a perfect storm of corruption, economic decay, weak leadership, and a lost sense of identity. And that's what makes its fall so terrifying, because it shows that any civilization, no matter how powerful, can collapse from within. If Rome's story shocked you, hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And make sure you subscribe for more hidden history that school never taught you. And now, comment below. Do you think modern civilizations are repeating Rome's mistakes? Your answer might matter more than you think.